The year 2026 truly feels like a new chapter for the world of motorsports. Technological innovations are developing at an increasingly rapid pace. Designs are becoming more aggressive, and engine performance is pushing boundaries that once seemed impossible. Major manufacturers are competing to produce motorcycles that are not only fast on the track, but also pamper riders with advanced electronic features, smart safety systems, and engine characteristics that are increasingly refined yet still ferocious when pushed to the limit. At the same time, the preferences of motorcycle enthusiasts are also evolving. It's no longer just about top speed, but also about the riding experience, digital connectivity, and a design that can capture attention at first glance. This year, we're seeing the perfect blend of racing DNA, future technology, and increasingly bold design. The question now is, who will truly succeed in creating the most enticing sport motorcycle in 2026? And which model will set the new standard in its class? Let's take a closer look, because this year's competition is far more intense than we ever imagined. Amidst the usually quiet World SBK off-season, Honda Racing Corporation has created a big surprise. The Japanese manufacturer has officially unveiled its 2026 World SBK factory bike with a visual appearance that feels like the declaration of a new era. In terms of DNA, red, blue, and white remain Honda's racing identity. However, for the 2026 season, that balance has changed dramatically. Red now takes center stage, a rarity since HRC's return as a full factory team in World SBK in 2019. This design isn't just about aesthetics. It's a bold statement. Honda wants to stand out, be seen, and be remembered. In recent seasons, Honda's livery has been dominated by blue with red accents. But for 2026, that pattern has been completely reversed. The fairing surfaces are now filled with bold red, combined with a larger proportion of white compared to the previous 2 seasons. The tricolor identity remains, but with a far more aggressive intensity to strengthen HRC's global image. However, Honda's changes don't stop at the exterior. On the sporting side, HRC has also taken a bold step by completely overhauling its rider lineup. For the 2026 season, Honda has recruited Jake Dixon and Sampiet Chantra directly from the Grand Prix paddock, bringing an intriguing combination of Honda's internal experience and a fresh perspective from outside the system. Unfortunately, Honda's pre-season preparations have not gone ideally. Chantra's injury has kept him out of several important tests, while Dixon's European tests at Jerez and Portimao were disrupted by bad weather. The lack of pre-season data adds uncertainty heading into the new season, particularly regarding raw speed and racing consistency. Ultimately, the eye-catching new livery may be the most noticeable change. But the real question runs much deeper. Are these structural and strategic changes sufficient to bring Honda back as a genuine force when the starting lights finally go out? This GP graphics sticker kit for the Suzuki GSX-8R is definitely not for riders who want to look ordinary. GP Graphics once again demonstrates their precision and signature design touch, and the result is truly spectacular. For GSX-8R owners who feel that the standard color of this motorcycle is too subdued, GP Graphics offers a much bolder and more striking visual solution. Their latest kit can transform the GSX-8R into a bike that looks ready to hit the sport bike racing grid. The transformation is truly comprehensive, from front to back. Starting with the front fender, it overhauls the fairing, fuel tank cover, belly pan, and rear section of the bike. Not only that, there's also an eye-catching swing arm decal that visually draws attention away from the main body. From the motorcycle's perspective, the Suzuki GSX-8R itself is part of Suzuki's new generation of middleweight sport motorcycles. Like many modern sport motorcycles, the GSX-8R's character isn't purely that of a podium hunting machine, but rather a smart evolution from a naked motorcycle base. This motorcycle is based on the GSX-8S, using a new tubular steel frame and a 776 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine with a 270-degree crank. The engine's character feels like a V-twin, powerful at low and mid-range RPM, without the labored breathing sensation of the older SV series. The main differences lie in the details. The GSX-8R uses a full fairing, sportier ergonomics that are still comfortable for daily use, and Showa suspension, replacing KYB, tuned with a greater focus on front-end stability. When tested at the Monte Blanco circuit, this new suspension setup proved to be a significant improvement. The bike feels more stable, rider feedback is clearer, and braking performance has improved despite still using the same Nissan hardware. Overall, the GSX-8R offers a stable, easy-to-control character that instills high confidence. It's not the most aggressive or extreme tuning bike, and its riding position isn't ideal for hardcore track days.
After several years of warming up under the financial support of Indian company TVS, legendary British motorcycle brand Norton has finally announced its grand comeback at EICMA 2025. They mean business. Norton is launching the MANX, a superbike that serves as the flagship model of a total of 6 new motorcycles they have prepared. This is not just an updated version of an old motorcycle. The MANX is a completely new machine from the ground up, from its V4 engine and chassis to its design philosophy. Their goal is clear: to restore Norton's reputation as a serious player in the motorcycle industry. Forget modern superbike designs with sharp curves, busy stickers, or aerodynamic winglets. The Norton MANX features a reductive design philosophy. It's very clean, minimalist, and strips away all unnecessary details. The result is a motorcycle that looks compact, concise, and highly focused. Every visible component, including the engine, is designed to be harmonious and beautiful, more like a luxury watch mechanism than an ordinary engine. For riders who long for a pure and elegant sports bike look, the MANX is the answer. This design will be the DNA for 5 other upcoming Norton models. In the past, Norton borrowed a V4 engine from Aprilia. Those days are over. The MANX's power plant is a new 1,200 cubic centimeters V4 engine developed in-house by Norton. This engine is capable of producing 206 horsepower and 130 newton-meters of torque. What's most intriguing isn't the peak figures, but the philosophy behind them. Norton isn't chasing sky-high engine revs useful only on the track. Instead, they analyzed thousands of kilometers of data to understand how people ride in the real world. The result? This engine is designed to deliver its torque between 5,000 and 10,000 revolutions per minute, the range we most frequently use on the road. The bike is equipped with a 2-way quick shifter and 5 riding modes: rain, road, sport, and 2 track settings. For the chassis, Norton recruited Brian Gillen, former head of R&D at MV Agusta. However, instead of creating a super stiff bike that only feels good on the track, they focused on real-world balance. The MANX, aluminum frame, is specifically designed to provide feel, precision, and clear feedback on the road, with a little controlled flexibility for comfort. Suspension uses Marzocchi semi-active electronic suspension. This advanced suspension can adjust damping in real time based on throttle opening, braking, and motorcycle lean angle. Brakes: latest Brembo Hyper calipers with cornering ABS, lean sensitive. Wheels: super lightweight 17-inch carbon fiber rims from BST, wrapped in Pirelli Diablo Supercorsa V4 SP tires. The MANX is packed with modern technology designed to assist the rider, not just for show. Its brain is the latest 6-axis IMU from Bosch, which controls all safety features: traction control, cornering ABS, wheelie control, and slide control. There are also some very interesting new features. Optimal gear recommendation tells the rider when the best time to shift gears is. Cornering cruise control, a unique feature that allows riders to maintain a stable speed even while cornering. All this information is displayed on a massive 8-inch TFT touchscreen, which can also connect to smartphones, GoPros, and track the motorcycle remotely.
The Ducati Supersport 950 was not a commercially successful motorcycle. Many observers and enthusiasts had actually predicted this from the start, so when news of its discontinuation began to circulate, the reaction was fairly muted. However, behind this lies a major consequence for Ducati's lineup. The loss of the Supersport leaves a noticeable gap, especially for riders who dislike large crossover motorcycles, don't want a maxi enduro, and find the riding position of the Panigale or Street Fighter too extreme for daily use. For those seeking a Ducati that remains aggressive in appearance yet practical for commuting, medium-distance touring, and casual weekend rides, options are becoming increasingly limited. The Supersport 950 actually had the potential to fill that role. Technically, the Testastretta engine, chassis, and technology package are already very solid. Unfortunately, the product's identity feels unclear. Its design appears underwhelming to some, while its market position is in a gray area. Too sporty for relaxed touring, yet not comfortable enough for long-term daily use. Despite this, its engineering foundation is robust and worthy of further development. This is where an interesting idea emerges. Why not take that technical foundation and wrap it in a stronger, more emotional character? Rumors and design concepts then began to point toward the revival of Ducati's legendary name, the PASO. The original 1986 PASO was known for its bold, futuristic full-body fairing for its time and was one of the key works of the Castiglione era. Now, the modern Ducati PASO 950 concept is envisioned as a neo-retro interpretation that blends 1980s nostalgia with modern technology. The design features a sleek, monolithic integrated full fairing, giving it an aerodynamic yet premium feel. The PASO's signature boxy headlight is retained but modernized with aggressive, futuristic LED signature lights. Details like the bright red seat that blends with the tank line create a strong single-block silhouette, while polished wheels add a touch of luxury. Ergonomics are expected to be more user-friendly, with clip-on positions that aren't too low, ensuring comfort without sacrificing sporty character. Unfortunately, for now, the 2026 PASO concept remains a CG render by designer Oberdan Betzi, with no official confirmation from Ducati. In early 1984, Yamaha shook the superbike world with a name that would later become legendary, the Yamaha RD500LC. This bike wasn't just fast. It was a symbol of Yamaha's technical madness in the golden age of two-stroke engines. Equipped with a 500 cubic centimeters two-stroke V4 engine, the RD500 was the road version of the YZR 500 racing monster in Grand Prix. Building on the foundation of Yamaha's latest V4 engine, the YZR M1, which marked the beginning of a new era for Yamaha in MotoGP, rumors about the birth of the Yamaha RD500 V4 are now growing louder among motorcycle enthusiasts. The V4 engine, which previously symbolized Yamaha's dominance on the racetrack through the RD500 GP and YZR 500 eras, is being revived in the form of the most advanced technology. Rumors suggest that Yamaha is preparing an iconic V4 configured sport motorcycle that will not only showcase technology but also symbolize the return of Yamaha's pure performance philosophy. If realized, the modern RD500 V4 has the potential to bridge the emotional gap between past glory and future ambitions, while challenging the dominance of rival manufacturers' V4 motorcycles. In terms of design, the 2026 Yamaha RD500 V4 appears very aggressive yet rich in retro racing nuances. The full-body fairing with sharp lines adopts the silhouette of 80s to 90s racing bikes, enhanced by the iconic Yamaha Racing red-white color combination. The large Yamaha logo at the bottom of the fairing and the RD500 V4 and YPVS lettering on the side strongly emphasize that this bike is a modern reinterpretation of the legendary RD500. Moving on to the engine, speculation is heating up. This motorcycle is rumored to feature a two-stroke V4 engine with a capacity of around 500 cubic centimeters, a very iconic configuration synonymous with the original RD500. However, the modern version is believed to have undergone significant evolution. The YPVS Yamaha power valve system technology is said to be retained to optimize power at every engine RPM, but with modern electronic control systems to ensure compliance with emissions regulations. BMW has never officially produced a motorcycle called the R1250M. However, in the automotive world, dreams don't always have to wait for big manufacturers. Through the creative hands of MotoJungle, a boxer engine sports bike has finally been born, and the result is far from just an experiment. This project seems to be a glimmer of hope for BMW sports enthusiasts. Could this be a sign of things to come, such as the BMW R1300M, R1300RR, or even the M1300RR in the future? The story began with a simple yet bold question. What does the owner of a World Endurance Racing Championship team do when he wants a boxer engine sports motorcycle? But BMW has never made one. The answer was extreme. He ordered his chief mechanic to build it himself. That's how the MotoJungle BMW R1250M was born. Surprisingly, this bike isn't half-hearted. BMW M1000RR style winglets are mounted on the front fairing, emphasizing its performance ambitions. But the biggest question remains: how sporty is this boxer bike on the track? The throttle was opened too long before turn 2, too fast. A critical situation. But when the brake lever was pulled, the 4-piston radial calipers immediately gripped the discs firmly. The Dunlop slick tires, specified for the World Endurance Championship, remained calm, as if mocking the previous excess speed. The braking power is extraordinary. This motorcycle allows for high-precision cornering. The inverted telescopic fork provides clear feedback, while the front tire feels solid without any sign of wobble. At this point, one thing becomes clear. This is not just a boxer polish to look sporty. It is a true sports bike. The MotoJungle R1250M proves that boxer engines and track performance are not two opposing worlds. While it retains BMW's signature shaft drive, even still equipped with a center stand, this motorcycle was originally designed for road use. However, on the track, its character transforms completely. This is the boxer sport motorcycle that has long existed only in the imagination of BMW enthusiasts. Not factory-made, but powerful enough to make BMW itself reconsider. The world of supersport motorcycles is on the verge of a major change, and Yamaha appears to be preparing to take the boldest step in its modern history. Rumors about a V4-powered Yamaha R1 are growing louder, fueling speculation that this Yamaha superbike icon will undergo a radical rebirth. Not just an evolution, but a revolution. For decades, the Yamaha R1 has been known as the embodiment of a rider-focused philosophy. Since its introduction, the R1 has never simply pursued the highest power output. Yamaha has always prioritized the connection between the motorcycle and the rider: chassis balance, communicative engine character, and precise control. The cross-plane inline-4 concept was born from this philosophy, directly inspired by MotoGP technology. However, times have changed. Emission regulations are getting stricter, development costs are rising, and consumers now want race-level performance that is still road-friendly. This is where the V4 engine begins to look like the answer. This configuration offers more ideal weight distribution, smoother traction, and more controllable power characteristics. Reasons why almost all of Yamaha's rivals in the superbike class have already adopted it. If Yamaha does indeed introduce the R1 V4, this move does not mean abandoning its identity, but rather perfecting it. Yamaha has long been developing V4 engines through its MotoGP YZR M1 project. This experience could serve as a strong foundation for creating a new generation of R1 that retains the Yamaha feel, but with more consistent and efficient performance in various conditions. In terms of design, the R1 V4 is expected to appear more aggressive and aerodynamic, with integrated winglets and the latest electronic technology. The latest generation traction control system, more precise engine brake management, and race-based riding modes are likely to become the new standard. All of this aims to make the R1 not only fast on the track, but also more rider-friendly for non-professional riders. If realized, the Yamaha R1 V4 will symbolize a new era for Yamaha, a statement that they are ready to adapt without losing their essence.